It's been a while since I last made a what's in my camera bag video. In fact, it was one of the very first videos that I ever made on my YouTube channel a few years ago. So I thought that, since I'm on holidays overseas at the moment, I figured this would be a fun, fairly easy video to make. And this is actually my second attempt at filming this video. So I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is a little bit husky and I've been very sick for the past 3 days. Actually more, past 4 or 5 days. I initially filmed this in Krakow in Poland. So it's been a while since I last made a what's in my camera bag video. And then we went to Prague and I was on the verge of death in Prague. And now we are in Berlin and I'm just feeling just a bit better enough now that I'm okay, let me actually try to do this again. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about what I've brought with me. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of photos that I've been taking on this trip so far. But before we begin, be sure to subscribe to see more great photography content. So first of all, let's start with the most important thing outside of the camera, and that is the camera bag. And the camera bag that I brought with me to Europe is this right here. The Craft Pilot 7 liter. Now, if you saw my review on this bag, I did say that this was my new favorite camera bag, and that still absolutely stands true. This is a phenomenal camera bag. I love the modularity of it. I've attached 2 of these extra little bags to the side of it. I love this fidlock clasp with how easy it is to open, and I love the versatility of the inside. I can really load it out to be whatever I want. So inside I've got my camera. The camera is the Nikon ZF. With the 24 to 120 f4 attached to the end of it. Now, the ZF is actually one of 2 cameras that I brought with me. The other one is the Lumix S9, which is actually filming me right now. The lens that I've got on the S9 is actually just the basic kit lens, just the 20 to 60 with a 67mm Glimmer Glass 1 filter on the end of it. Right now it's set to 20mm and it's filming me and it looks really damn good. And then a lot of the other B-roll that I'm shooting, I'm actually just shooting on my iPhone. I've just got my little external SSD and I just use this instead. And it's really high quality and I love the way that the photos look coming out of it. And one more lens that I also brought with me that I've used a little bit is the Nikon 28mm 2.8 AIS. I've spoken very highly of this lens and I absolutely love it. I think this is one of my favorite 28s I've ever used. And it's actually really nice using it on the S9. So I actually went for a nice walk in Krakow in Poland. And I took some really cool photos with this. And then I mounted it on the ZF when I was in Prague and I took some really great shots with that too. So I've got the ZF with the 24 to 120. And I've also got the Voigtlander 40 1.2. This is a really great combo because you've got the versatility from the 24 to 120. And then if you want a nice fun sort of manual lens, the 40 1.2 works really well for that. The 24 to 120 is a lens that I've read, everyone online was talking about how this lens is like the bee's knees and how it's just amazing and it's so good. And I was a little apprehensive to buy it because it's a f4 zoom lens. It's quite large, it's a bit bulky. I didn't really know if I would use it, but this really is the king of travel lenses because this thing is just awesome. It's really good. It's so bloody sharp as well. And the weather sealing is exceptional. So when I was in Poland, we went to the Polish mountains to a little town called Zakopane. And this camera got absolutely drenched. I'm talking under full torrential rain, myself included. Actually, that's I think where I got very, very sick. So you can see, I'll show you there's some B-roll here. This camera got soaked through and it's completely fine, works no issues at all. 24 to 120 is a really crazy versatile zoom range. And it's sharp all the way throughout the focal range. So from f4 all the way up to f22. Now, the 40 1.2 is an amazing lens as well. You probably would have heard about it. The way that manual focus works on this ZF is really good, where you get the green dot focus confirmation, and using it with this lens is bloody awesome. So this is a really good combination. I think, you've got the 40 1.2 if you want to do some low light stuff at night, or you want to sort of go for more of a manual kind of vibe, you can use this. Otherwise, if you won't be able to be changing lenses, the 24 to 120 is fantastic as well. And you'll also notice I don't have a grip attached to the ZF, which normally I would have a grip attached, but I found that weirdly with this lens, I feel like you don't need a grip because the grip A adds quite a bit of weight to the camera, and B, it's actually quite comfortable to just hold the camera like this. You hold it by the lens itself and then you grip on like this, and it's not too bad. You're not really gripping onto the camera, you're sort of putting all the weight onto the lens itself. And because the lens weighs about as much as the camera does, the weight distribution is really nice. And I've got attached onto the end of it the Craft. This is a Craft natural leather strap that's got my initials embossed on it. Craft sent this out to me along with the bag, and I can't speak highly enough of it. I think that this company just makes some unbelievably good quality products. I've also got my 2 front pockets here as well. So what is inside of here? Well, I've got my Ricoh GRD4, which is my sort of point and shoot little like take with me everywhere, get cool photos of like, you know, if we're at a restaurant or, you know, you're going out, you know, just that kind of stuff. Like this is what this camera's for. And I've made lots and lots of videos talking about how great the GRD is. And this is the limited edition white one, which I've wanted for a very long time. And I finally managed to find one for a somewhat decent price. The only thing is, again, you have the same problem with all the other GRs where dust gets sucked into the sensor. So I have a GRD3, the sensor on it is filthy. So I'm using this newish white one instead. So I don't know how long the sensor will stay clean on this one, but we'll see. And then in the other pocket, I've actually got something that I picked up just for this trip. It's this, the Insta360 X5. Now, the one thing that I really like about this camera is that it records everything. But unlike other 360 cameras, the quality is actually really good. And the one that really surprised me is just how good the inbuilt microphones are. So right now I'm in the middle of the Old Town Square here in Krakow in Poland. And this is just the inbuilt mic. Like, how good does that sound? With all these people around me, wind and everything, you still hear me so clearly. And what have I brought with me with the Insta360 X5? Well, I've also brought my little Insta360 monopod. This is, I think, the 111 centimeter one. And this works really well. And I've also brought with me, hang on, let me actually just go grab it because it's in my suitcase. One sec. This thing here. So this is the 3 meter long selfie stick. Now, I'll overlay some B-roll of me opening this thing up, but the kind of shots that you can get with this are absolutely crazy. I mean, come on, is this not sick? And the way that I actually store this is just under here where the tripod like legs go. In the side pockets here, I've got a set of tripod feet, and I'm really excited to use the 360 camera more, especially like to be able to film myself. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to like, you know, edit it and make it all work, but I think the results come out really cool. You'll see I've started to slowly put pins on from everywhere that I've gone onto the side of this bag, which I think is kind of cool. So I've got a Prague one, and I got one from Poland as well. And then in the front pocket here, I've also got just some batteries. I can also stick my wallet or like my passport in there as well. It's nice and secure. I love this bag. I think this bag is absolutely perfect. I'll have a link in the description if you want to go check it out. But these Craft bags are just awesome. And definitely check out my review as well if you want to see a little bit more of an in-depth video on it. But the way that I have it all set up on the inside, you'll notice I've got like one lens, and I've got the camera in here, and then I've got space to put something like this portable charger. So the charger that I'm using is a Anker. This is just a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. And it's also got a built-in cable, which I really like. And then you might be wondering, okay, well, where do I stick the S9 and where do I put everything else? Well, that's where I have my other favorite camera bag, and that's this. This is the Lowepro ProTactic AW BP450 AW2. Yeah, really sexy name. But the way that I've done it basically is I put all my camera gear inside of the Lowepro backpack, and then I just stuck this Craft bag into my check-in luggage. And then when I arrive, I just kind of take everything out of here that I need for the day and I put it into the Craft bag. Now, could I have probably brought less camera gear? Most likely. Again, I haven't gone overseas in a long time, so I sort of just decided to bring everything with me. Could I have just used the S9 for photography and video at the same time? Again, yes, I probably could have done that, but I do really like the ZF. I think the ZF is just a really fun camera. I love the way it looks, I love the way it feels, and so I really wanted to use this while I was overseas. But, you know, it's a few things that I've learned, at least from this whole trip, is to bring way less shit, because me and Rebecca are both overpacked and brought way too many things. So definitely a big difference between someone who travels all the time and someone who doesn't travel all the time is evident in the way that they pack. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I've been taking a lot of photos, and I've got a bunch of other cool stuff planned as well. Hopefully I don't get sick again, and hopefully this is the end of it. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What does your travel setup look like? What would you suggest I remove or add in? I'm really, really curious to hear your thoughts. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week, and have a great day.